Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? So, today is actually my youngest daughter's 17th birthday today. And she comes into the room and she said, "Damn, Pops, you old." I'm like, "Happy birthday, Mickey Vicky." I'm like, wow. She was like, "You got old kids now." I'm like, wow. Well, happy birthday to you. So anyway, I was actually just looking for a car for both of our daughters. And I'm just gonna have to either finance one, because I ain't getting. Facebook Marketplace is cool, don't get me wrong. You get some good deals. But don't lie to me and say, "Oh, it's in good condition." Yeah, come check it out. Starts clean, title, this, that, and the third. And when I showed up, first of all, dude wasn't even there. I called him, I was like, "I think I'm here." He's like, "Yeah, it's so-and-so such and such address." I'm like, "I got that part," but he said, "Oh, I'm not even there. Ask for my assistant," whatever. I'm like, okay. First red flag, shady. And it was in the hood, like hood. And I'm like, second red flag. And I'm like, so I pull up, right? And I was like, yeah, this old dude with a long beard. He's like, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm looking for Brian." He was like, "Oh, he not here." I'm like, "Oh, okay." He told me to ask for Beto or whatever his name is. He said, "Yes, me." I'm like, "Yeah." Look, and he had me the key. So like, oh, so I guess you already knew. So he walks away, hands me the key, and I'm like, "Hand me the key. You ain't gonna ask for no ID or nothing. I bet you the car don't even start." Sure enough, crickets, nothing. Car didn't start. Cracked windshield, interior trash. I'm like, nah, I can't. If I can't picture myself driving that car, there ain't no way I'm letting my daughters get in that car. It looked like straight mob car, just like straight hood. I'm like, nah, this ain't cool. Called the wife. She said, "How'd it look?" I'm like, "The picture that he sent you and in person, them was two different pictures. Them was two different cars." I'm like, it had I kid you not. I'm gonna have to put that in the description. I really don't like editing these vlogs because they're supposed to be raw, unedited, uncensored, just moments of just me talking, right? But I'm almost tempted to like edit this one and put the picture in it so y'all can see it. Cause I'm like, it had a donut on two of the back tires was on donuts, a cracked windshield, interiors all ripped. I'm like, nah, hell no. Smell like somebody smoked mad blunts in it. I'm like, nah, this ain't cool. This is straight. It was worse than a bucket. I mean, a bucket at least works, right? I mean, a bucket to me is like an old school Nissan Sentra, a Honda Civic, old school like 1985, 80. Them was buckets, but they still run. They still look cool. Interiors kept clean. They classic buckets, right? This was, I don't know what this was. This looked like straight. I'm gonna have to put a picture. I tell you what, like, comment, subscribe. Of course, I'm using this for documentation purposes for YouTube. But if I get just five comments and 10 likes, I'll put it up there. Cause y'all gotta see. I'm like, what kind of car was it? I think it's an old GMC something 4-door wagon. The car was trash. I'm like, and my wife found it on Facebook Marketplace, and I really can't blame her. She just wants to do this for the kids. I'm like, okay. Like I said, I can't blame her, but I'm blaming her. I'm like, babe, I've had great mentors in the past. Two of them specifically, who I reference them by name all the time. My martial arts instructor and his instructor. So two martial artists, great mentors, great men, great businessmen, both multi-millionaires, making loot, forward-thinking, savvy gentlemen. And one of them said, "I would not have my students do anything instructors. I would not have my instructors do anything I have not done or I'm not willing to do." He says, "A good leader leads from the front." It's not a dictator. He said anybody can dictate. And I'm like, that's what I used to say as a trainer. You know, like I never had my clients do push-ups or sit-ups if I was going to do them with them. Yes, I would get down and do crunches and sit-ups with them, jumping jacks, jump rope. Anytime we would have a break, I'm in there exercising with them. Because again, anybody can go, yeah, let me get 20 more. You ain't tired. How do you know how they feel? How do you know? You're not with them. They'll at least get. That's how I gauged. I would gauge my clients based on me. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm almost out of breath. And I'll look over, they dying. I'm like, okay, let me tone it down a bit. So, back to the car story. If I'm not willing to drive it, I'm not going to have my kids. I wouldn't have my worst enemy drive that car. I mean, I just wouldn't. That just, and I know y'all probably wondering what the car looked like. Like, I should have took some pictures inside when I'm like, and that was the red flag number 3. If you're going to show some pictures, show everything. Don't just show the outside, the dashboard. You know, show me the interior, bro. And another thing that you can't really show on film is you can't film the smell, which you're gonna have to see the car in person. So that's another one. As soon as I got in the car, I'm like, nope, hell to the no. And you know, for theatrics, I opened up the hood, and I'm like, oh no, hell no. This really ain't gonna work. Had leaves and stuff on it. The engine looked garbage. I mean, it looked bad. So anyway, going to the house. I'm done. I'm almost done with this semester. Woo, celebrations. It's almost spring break. I saw on my chat that my brothers or my cousins were getting ready for a men's retreat. That's a good one. I really need to film and document that. Like, seriously document that instead of messing around and playing around. Because we film when we're there anyway. It's in Palm Springs. We film anyway, but I'm going to do it intentionally to document because it's something you guys really should see. Because let me go back. So, new subject. The car story's done. I'm gonna look for a car when I get to the house. Homework is done. All my assignments are done until I've got one more Sunday to do. New story. Here we go. Palm Springs Men's Retreat. So, when my mom passed away, men, we all grieve differently. So all my brothers, you know, we all have our own, you know, story, theme, memory of our mom, right? We all have same mom, different dad. And then we had our last aunt passed away, my mom's sister, my mom's oldest sister. And she was holding the best. She was the glue. She was holding it all down. She would call us like clockwork. She would call, hey baby, how y'all doing? I don't want nothing. I just called to hear your voice and to say I love you, have a good day. And I'm like, oh, and she'd hang up. Yes, she did it all the time. You would have to stop her from hanging up because she would just call out the blue. Hey, just call to say, hey, have a good day, love you, think about you, bye. Click. That was her thing. That was her message. She would always do that. Always. When we have our family reunions in Oakland, California, she, my brother, my cousins, they were the ones holding it down. We'd have at least 120 people there, no cap, at the family reunion at our park in Oakland. Man, we get together. Then we have the Piedmont, and then we go across the water to where we go, Alameda, and have a good time. So when she passed away, that was rough, and that was during 2020. I remember that was during the pandemic. It was a weird time in everybody's life. You couldn't have a funeral. Everything was like social distance. It was a weird time. I spoke. I said one of the prayers. It was rough. Got choked up. It was bad. So anyway, I think it was about maybe a year she'd already been gone, right? I was talking to my brothers, talking to my cousins. Here's my cousin's mom, and I was like, man, we need to do something. Talking to my brother, and I was like, because like I said, men, we grieve differently. And I'm like, we should have like a men's retreat where we can just talk about our pain, our traumas. We can talk about childhood issues. We can talk about the pain of losing a parent, especially a mama. And then cousin, he's got a bunch of Airbnbs in Palm Springs. Brother got money. Low-key millionaire. Don't be telling nobody. He's like, he don't post. He don't post nothing. I mean, he know hindsight. He got social media. But this man got the same picture with his hat turned to the side. Nothing. You would never know. Or his hat to the side sometimes, or a bat like a baseball hat, jeans, some Jordans, just living modest. He's got a condo in Oakland, got a house, it's just real low key. And he was like, y'all can have it in one of my Airbnbs in Palm Springs. We was like, bet. So my brother and him, they orchestrated it. More my little brother. He's good at that. He'd be a good party planner. This man could throw a festival. I'm telling you, this man is talented. Great musician, great artist, just like my other brother. This man be making movies. The boy's good. So anyway, he orchestrates the men's retreat. So our pilot one was me, 3 of my brothers, and 3 of my cousins. We all go. I get there first. So when I pulled up to the neighborhood, because I'm in Scottsdale, so the drive is actually cool. It's a cool drive, up and down the hills, boom, boom, boom. And then when I get there, I'm like, this can't be the neighborhood. Not saying that he ain't capable of having some stuff like that, but I just wasn't used to seeing him having this. I'm like, this shit is dope. So I pulled up, I'm like, I think this is the neighborhood. And I called him, I'm like, yo, Wes, the address is Whoop-de-Wham, right? He was like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, I'm in front of the house. I see these big old glass doors and I see somebody walking. He said, it's me, I'll meet you outside. I'm like, okay. I'm parked, right? He opens the door. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, this you? He was like, yeah. I'm like, this you? He was like, yeah, bro. I was like, did your mama see this before she passed away? He was like, no. I said, has your sister been down there? He said, no, she don't know either. Has my brother seen this? He was like, no, he the first one. I'm like, brother. I'm like, wow. Park the car, get out. I'm getting the camera, and I'm like, I'm doing video. I'm like, yo, y'all, we up in here. I'm outside by the pool. I'm like, this is funky. And he don't tell nobody. This brother is low key. He's got an Airbnb. He got long-term rentals. The man doing it. I'm proud of him. So we have it there, and we ran it smooth. So we had some assignments from an actual therapist to give us some things to do, some drills. So when we first get there, we made rules. It was like, we ain't posting on the gram. No posts, no Facebook. You can have your phone, but we ain't posting nothing. It was low key. Damn, I got to the house quick. So then I'll finish the story before I go in. And so then we get there, we have drinks, we toasting, blah, blah, blah. Welcome, give me hugs, what's up, how y'all doing, blah, 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 this, that, third. And they was doing the same thing. They was like, damn, Wes, this you? I'm like, I told you. He was like, man, you like Nino Brown and stuff, and don't be telling nobody nothing. Telling you, the man is low key. So then, anyway, so we have our drink, we doing our thing, and then go inside, we in the balcony, we smoke cigars, we just doing it, boom, 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 blowing. And then cigars and stuff, drinking, and then I had my little smoker. I smoked my whiskey, so we drinking, and that's when we called it Smokey Robinson. No, that was the next year. I'm skipping. So anyway, we all talk, we do our thing. Then the next day we have our drills. We had some assignments. We talk about pain, trauma, abuse, or whatever, and we all go around in a circle and we talk about our stories. Like, if we have a problem with somebody, like, I think it's my brother, one of my brothers had a problem with me when he found out who his real biological father was. And he said that we weren't there for him. I wasn't there for him. He said it was kind of like nonchalant, like, I'm going through this, and when I needed a big brother, you weren't there. And I'm like, damn. And it was a safe space where we can actually talk about those issues that we have with one another, which I really loved and appreciated. So I was like, damn, bruh, I'm sorry. I take full responsibility. I'm sorry. Because my brother, he puts on this facade that he's strong. Because in my mind, he's a strong, big dude. You know, I'm big, but I'm the smallest in the family. I'm 6'1", 178, 180 pounds. You know, I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty cool. But all my brothers and my cousins, these brothers is like, what's up, bruh? I'm like, damn, just don't hit me. Just don't squeeze me too hard. These are big cats, like linebacker cats. So I'm the smallest one. So anyway, I apologize. I said I'll take responsibility. And then what else I have to do? The drill. So in the circle, tell your story. If you have issues with somebody, you tell that person directly. We all hashed it out. It was good. We laughed, we drank, we cried. It was dope. And I came back home a better communicator. I came home and told my wife, I was like, look, babe, if I'm not doing something conducive to our relationship, I'm sorry, I take responsibility. Let me be a better communicator and just let me listen to you. What do you need? How can I help you? Help me help you. And she was like, you need to go to that shit every year. And we don't have no issues. I mean, we have good debates. Like I never called out her name. I ain't never put my hands on her. It's a healthy relationship, 21 years. Well, we're in our 21 year of marriage, so we doing something right. But the men's retreat, man, that's a great place for all men to go. Men, talk to somebody. Write it down. You ain't got to put this shield of armor all the time like, yeah, man, I'm big and bad. It's okay. It's all right. Men cry too. And take care of your skin. Men, go to the spa. Can I say something? Men, I'm a girl dad. Man, and the benefits of being a girl dad is there's spa stuff all over the house. And my wife works in that sector as well. So I'm always getting samples. She bringing stuff home. I'm always the guinea pig. When she first worked, what did she work? She worked at the spa in Texas where she was the receptionist and just kind of built her way. She manages spas now. She managed, what did she manage? The European Wax Center way back in the day. And every time she had a new therapist come in, I was always the guinea pig. Yeah, do a facial on him. Wax his eyebrows. Do his nose. Clean his ears. I was like, wow. I got used to it. Started liking it. So now she runs this spa in, is it Mesa? Chandler. Dope spa. Man, they do massages, facials. What else they do? They don't do acupuncture. But it's a full spa. Dope. Love it. And I'm like, look, next time you get a new therapist, holler at your boy. Microdermabrasion. Love it. They were concerned that I had a beard, and one day I shaved it all off. And I'm like, you know, it still penetrates through the skin. I mean, through the hair. So I'm cool. So I let my beard grow back again. What else? So man, telling you, go to the spa. It's a game changer. Why your girl gotta look young all the time? You can look young too. I touch up my beard. I ain't gonna lie. I still got my hair though. I don't touch that up. I got a little gray coming. I'm thinning a little bit, but that's about it. But like my beard, I touch him up. I wish it was all one color. I'm gonna just be completely blunt. If it was all white, I can rock it. But the salt and pepper, I just ain't there yet. I'm not there yet. And I'll be 56 in June, God willing, and the creek don't rise. So 56 in June, about to graduate. Woo, man. That's been a good journey. Man. Just to reflect on college life as an older student. And I know I'm like telling like 3 different stories in one. Talked about my daughter, talked about the spa, ministry. I'm just giving y'all a bunch of stuff right now that I could talk about. So if whatever I'm saying you like, please like, comment, subscribe. Because I got stories. I got life experiences. So if you're like in your 40s and 50s, talk about life. Talk about the perils you've been through. Talk about the plight of being a minority or a woman or gay or LGBTQ or whatever. Just talk about it, because there's probably somebody going through an issue right now that thinks they're alone and they need help. And it's going to be your voice that's going to carry them along the way. So write it down. I'm not write it down, but tell the story, tell the tale. So yeah, 56. We've already talked about this before. I've been through it. Man. So, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop this right now because that's 20 minutes. So I gotta go back to Home Depot, y'all. That's another story. I'm gonna end that one now. But anyway, I really appreciate you all for allowing me to speak. And again, if nobody is watching this, bro, I'm talking to you, bro. I'm proud of you, man. You didn't quit. You almost quit too. You almost quit. Remember that time when your wife had cancer and she was sick and on a hospital bed and you was like, babe, I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna get a full-time job, forget this part-time stuff, and I'm gonna work and I'm gonna take care of the family. Remember what she said to you? She was like, you better not. She was like, that's gonna kill me. She was like, I need you to finish school. She says, I'm counting on you. I'm rooting on you. I'm your #1 fan. Since your mama's gone, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna try to fill that role. She said that. Remember she said that? You almost quit, bro. You almost quit again when, what's that professor's name? It don't even matter what the professor's name is. Remember what they said? Remember how the blues they gave you? Remember how they failed you and you wouldn't take no and you stuck it through, brother. I'm proud of you, man. You remember you failed statistics 2-3 times. Remember that? Remember? And what did you do? You buckled down and you did it anyway. You made it. You're gonna be a great doctor. I believe in you. DO, I know you want to be a DO. That's where your heart is. You was a fabulous trainer. I'm proud of you, man. Look at you. Look how far you've come. And look where you are today. So, like I said, if nobody watches this, I'm talking to you. You did it, brother. Look at you. You about to get that new Prius that you said you wanted to get when you graduate. Look, you did it, man. You rolling in your Prius right now, man. Look at you. Better come on in. That's it, man. I love you, brother. You got this. If nobody tells you, I'm proud of you. Be proud of me. All right? I love you. You stay fit. Stay focused, brother. You got this. All right? Peace.